drama. People need the drama to be engaged with something. That's why religion is so engaging, because you have your pastor, your rabbi, or your, I don't know what they call it at the mosque, whoever your priest is. You have this person yelling up into the heavens and screaming songs of God, and it seems like this big crazy thing. And as a normal person that's not a part of the priesthood or the rabbi, you know, you're just looking up like, damn, that dude is inspired. Like, oh my God, how does he have all this energy? How does he know and speak with so much conviction? And that's why human beings have followed people like that throughout time. And when there was no internet, because of those reasons, that's how communities were formed, by having that one person that claimed to be that person, having that confidence with that much dramatic energy.
Yeah, exactly.
That dramatic energy is what's needed for the average everyday person to be engaged. And because the real shit is not dramatic, the real shit is face value, and it's truth, and you could take it or leave it. Because it's so take it or leave it, people aren't attracted to it.
Exactly.
Because they can't wrap their minds around it. It's take it or leave it. It's real. And you can go on with your day believing it isn't, but it's still affecting you.
Okay, so does this all tie into what we were talking about? Remember how we were talking, like right before we started this, we were talking about how scientists will argue that souls don't exist, or like not even scientists, because I mean, I don't even know. I can't even pinpoint one scientist that have said that, but I'm saying like science will pretty much
Neil
prove.
deGrasse Tyson.
Can you literally pull up a clip where he says souls don't exist?
In the Joe Rogan interview that they had when they were talking about purpose and the purpose behind life and the reason that we're here, he pretty much summed it all up to be an analytical ones and zeros. The universe operates this way. There's no purpose for any of it. And you can infer that if he believes that he also believes that we don't have a soul.
Okay. So yeah, science basically. Yeah. So like analytically speaking, you wouldn't have a soul. And 3D, like, fuck, now I don't even know where we went.
In 3 dimensions. Your soul wouldn't exist in the 3rd dimension.
Yeah, if you had to like try to pinpoint it, you couldn't. You know, like you couldn't extract a soul in a surgery. You know, like
not with the technology we have now.
We have. Yeah, exactly.
Not the understanding of it that we have.
Exactly. So the understanding. So that's what. Yeah. What were you just talking about?
We were talking about how people don't gravitate towards truth. They gravitate towards
crazy dramatic. Okay. Does this all play into this whole 3rd dimension? And like, I don't even know. It's so weird to get into just like thinking in this light, you know. But like physical and just us wanting that, and the vibes of that is just what we attract to, because of the physical that we are just, you know, that we're outputting, you know, just because that's who we are as people, you know. Like it's like almost a thing where it's almost inevitable because we're electrical beings, like that dude that was talking about the quantum, you know, that dude, like how he's talking about how we all have like an electric field. So
we have a charge.
Yeah. So it's like, of course we're going to attract to what looks like, or like, you know, what feels right, you know, like I guess. So like, that's where that whole soul thing comes into play. So science I don't think science will ever be able to prove that we have a soul, or like a, whatever this is,
not
you know, consciousness.
Constraints, probably not.
Mm-hmm. Because that exact, you know, for that exact reason, because it has to go beyond those constraints, meaning that like you have to put down the whole ones and zeros and actually like, you know, see things for what they are, and like do these certain drugs. Like I don't even know. You get like, even Joe Rogan will be like, I don't know if drugs are just like certain chemical reactions in your brain doing this and this and this, but it's like, what are you seeing though? You know, like you can't.
Well, yo, I say this all the fucking time when we talk about acid, or we talk about weed, or we talk about anything. When you think of a hallucination, you think of like Pikachu floating around in the room, and you think of weird, crazy shit that you've seen in movies of like someone breaking down and having a psychotic breakdown. That's what you think of when you think of someone hallucinating. You think of them talking to their dead dog that died 12 years ago. But when you take acid and you're in the right headspace, you literally lock into the same exact mind state every time you do it. You see the same exact fucking sacred geometrical shapes floating around, and in everything that you look at, you see the truth in shit. You see the shit that you learn about in science class. You see it in stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So if that's the case, and that's a hallucination, but it's literally showing you like the flower of life that's in every living thing when you're looking at stuff when you're tripping. Why is that a hallucination? Because hallucinations are randomized. You can't have the same hallucination twice. But if you're opening your mind up to being able to see more of what's in front of you,
exactly,
then you'll see the same thing every time.
Exactly. So
that's the difference.
So pretty much in science current form, like we can break it down, and it only goes into atoms pretty much, because then after atoms, you split an atom and you fucking blow shit up. You know, like, so it's kind of crazy.
It shows you how the universe was started on a smaller form.
And to think how it'll play, you know, how we're messing with it, kind of, you know, like, it's saying this is as far as it goes. Don't go any further, you know, like, pretty much like, don't go any further than this, bro. Like, go more within. I feel like it's telling, like, I think physical tells us a little bit more than
it does.
Yeah.
I think all the answers are right in front of us, and it's really that easy, and it's somewhere in between science and faith, because faith makes no logical sense. It doesn't make any sense that I work so hard at my job and I just know that everything's going to be okay one day. That's why I put in countless hours day in and day out, make sure that I'm doing my job really well, come home, do the shit with my content, and make sure that I'm keeping up with my grit and like all the shit that we talk about. None of that makes any sense because there's no experiment that's been done in the past with someone that did everything the exact way that I'm doing it, that made it happen, that I can follow and I can format, and boom, I did it.
What you finna do? And you interview, never